Horses are, I think, back here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just about to start, guys.
Followed by Down Royal as they head towards over the next six. Brad Jackson loses some ground there, but maintains the lead. Down Royal races in second place. Kansas View follows in third with First Rising snuggling there also. And Virginia Envy completes the field as they head now towards the third set. Brad Jackson setting the pace on the outside of the pit show. On the inside, Down Royal was close up in second place.
They're going to pull this down.
Oh, okay.
Snuggling on the outside of First Rising, Virginia Envy, and Dennis, or Menacing Dennis, as they head around the curve and straight away with one more time.
Drone is up.
The race is now towards the fourth of 11 sectors. Brad Jackson has made much of the running and he maintains the lead. Sitting right off of him most of the way is Down Royal and Bernie Dalton. On the inside, James of View follows in third. That is over the fifth six. Brad Jackson and Ross Gary showing the way and dictating the pace here as they head towards the fifth in front of the stand. Brad Jackson doing nicely on the
stand with about a 5-length advantage. Down Royal is followed by Chains of View, First Friday snuggling, Virginia Envy, and
I see you now, thank you.
Dennis and Sharon North complete the field. As they race around the turn.
Flash Jackson's holding on to about a 4.5 to 5-length advantage over Down Royal as they race towards the backside. Flash Jackson with the lead. Down Royal follows in second place. Change of View in third. First Friday moves up into fourth place with snuggling, and it's a good ways back to Virginia Envy and Menacing Dennis. At the seventh fence,
Flash Jackson still on top. He's led most of the way. Down Royal has been with him throughout. Maybe with that 2 lengths of the leader. Now moving up on the outside is First Friday. And Jack Doyle to challenge for second, only a couple lengths off the lead. Flash Jackson on top. First Friday on the outside of Down Royal, Change of View, with only 3 more sprinters remaining. Flash Jackson is going to try and pull them off in the last half mile. Down Royal continues to go well in second place. First Friday right alongside in third. They race midway around the turn. Snuggling is taking up some ground on the Gerard Gallagher.
as they turn for home with a little bit more than a quarter of a mile to go. Flash Jackson has the lead.
As they head towards the second lap. Flash Jackson on top. Snuggling on the extreme outside races in third. As Down Royal falls to that fence. First Friday now starting to make his move, and he's showing Flash Jackson at the last fence. Flash Jackson and First Friday racing towards the line. First Friday has gone for the lead, and he's eating away. First Friday on top. Flash Jackson is followed by Snuggling, and Menacing Dennis in fourth.
Let's put it back
That's the main camera. You can hear me. That was well done. That worked out well. And Dave, we're going to need your tape. Copy that.
Your unofficial winner, number 7, First Friday, followed by the number 1, Flash Jackson in second place, number 2, Snuggling in third, and the number 5, Menacing Dennis in fourth. 7-1-2-5 is the unofficial order of finish. However, the official time, 3:37 and 1. 3:37 and 1, the official time for the unofficial winner, First Friday. Present-
2014 champion jockey Willie McCarthy. Delighted to have you beside me, Willie. Excited for the day that's coming up. We've just had our first race, the 3-year-old maiden hurdle. Were you impressed?
Very impressed, Kevin. I thought they went a right good gallop. Majority of the field jumped very well, and I thought for 3-year-olds having their first start, it was a good performance by the majority of the field.
I was very impressed with the winner, number 7, Fast Fridays, trained by Doug Fout. Looked a big scopy horse going down. I know you picked him out on the way down, Willie, as a horse that you liked. What did you like about him?
His size, Kevin, and just the way he covered the ground. Even looking at him there going down to the start today, he put up a good performance to win here today, but he looks like a horse that's going to be even better next year. He's going to fill out into his frame even more, and we had a interview with Dougie thereafter, and I thought he did a very good job training him up into the race there, and it was a good performance.
Because of course these 3-year-olds will be very similar to tall, lanky teenagers in human terms, and they've got to fill out into that frame, don't they, like you were mentioning. And of course the second horse there, Flash Jackson, trained by Todd Wyatt, ridden by Ross Geraghty. He made the run in much of the way around. Obviously a brave horse, a good training performance again by Todd. He won't be long until he's winning his race.
Won't be long at all. Balls of steel right there by Ross Geraghty. He knew that horse was well schooled up at home. I'm sure he schooled him himself a lot. But he went out there to win the race and take it to the rest of the field. He ran very well, stayed at it well, and he's definitely one to watch for the rest of the autumn season here. He could be a horse for Far Hills. He looks like that track will suit him, and he'll stay going. Another horse I was very impressed with was Bernie Dalton's one, Down Royal. She jumped very well early. Unfortunately, she did come a cropper at the second last, but Bernie and her, they were both up anyway afterwards. She was jumping well early, and like I say, it was just kind of a third mistake that she made there right at the end. But all of the field, jumped very well. I was very impressed with them all.
Of course, Jonathan Shepherd's horse Snuggling filled the frame. Mr. Shepherd knows exactly how to get horses across the line in front. No doubt he'd have been impressed knowing that this horse will probably improve from today.
Definitely so. He's a Hall of Fame trainer for a reason. Looked a nice type as well going to the start. George Galley gave him a nice patient ride. Looked like he was, similar ride actually to what Jack Doyle gave the winner. Let him kind of get into the race early, let him find his feet, and use him up at the end there. And he looked like he finished up fairly strong, and he'll be a horse to watch for the future as well. That's Snuggling, yeah.
Willie, what's very interesting today is, of course, we are live streaming today. Which is great. Exposure is what this sport needs, but what's very interesting is Charlie Fenwick and Jack Hardway, their team here, a lot of credit goes to them. This being somewhat of an experimental live stream today. Again, us two are far from professionals behind the camera. Many would say I have a face for radio myself, but this is a great thing for the sport to see if we can experiment at this and make it something that goes course and countrywide.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm sick of telling you that you had a face for radio, but anyway, look, definitely it's our first time doing the live stream. It's not going to be 100% perfect today, and it's something that we're going to work on for the future, tweak a little thing here and there. But great coverage, to be able to watch the races for people at home, owners and people that can't get here, people in Europe watching, and they get a taste of American steeplechase, and it's only going to get bigger and better.
Of course, Willie, you're stood here beside me and not riding, and you'd probably prefer to be in the saddle today. I know you had a nasty fall in Parks early in the summer, late spring. You suffered a pretty nasty injury. Tell us a little bit about that.
Got a fall on the 11th of July at Parks. Got unseated actually is how I came off, and just fell really awkwardly, Kevin. I was hanging on for a second and I kind of landed wide open underneath the horse. A horse stood on into my armpit basically, and I had a severe laceration in there. I broke 5 ribs, punctured the lung, broke my navicular bone in my left foot, did 2 vertebrae, and I was knocked out for a few minutes as well. But that was probably a good thing, because of all these injuries, I wouldn't have probably liked to be awake to be feeling those. But I spent 8 days in hospital, and recovery's going good. At the beginning it was pretty slow, but it's going good, and I'm finishing up with physiotherapy here soon. Gonna try and get back on a horse pretty soon, and who knows, I'm aiming at maybe getting back before the end of the autumn season here, but time will tell how that goes.
Well, you're looking much better now, Willie, than what you were right after the fall, if you don't mind me saying. But GBMC, of course, who are a big sponsor here and the benefactor of the Siobhan Downs races here, the Legacy Chase, a lot of your rehab has been done with GBMC, right?
Yeah, I mean GBMC amazing down there. I've been going down there for the last month now, last 5 weeks, and great team of people working with me down there in the rehabilitation centre. They've been pushing me to where I can get to, and the improvements have been pretty drastic. So that's all good. Like I say, I'm going to be finishing up with that physiotherapy here in the next week or so, and kind of be on my own account then to get myself back to racing if I can. But we'll see, time will tell.
So hopefully we'll see you back in the fall, Willie. I see the horses arriving in the paddock for the very next race. We might take a look at them there. We've got the second race, which is a maiden hurdle. Maiden hurdle divides today. Such the entry is so big. We've gone to 2 maiden hurdles. We've 7 horses going to post here. The number 1 is San Culpa, trained by Cathy Nielsen, ridden by Jared Galligan. Number 2 is Hanno. Of course, for your boss, Jack Fisher training, Sean McDermott in the plate. Enjoy the Show is number 3, ridden by Jeff Murphy and trained by Merriweather Morris.
All right, number 4 coming in here is Elizabeth Voss Ayrton, ridden today by Gus Afdal. Number 5 is White Cape, Desmond Fogarty, ridden by leading rider at the moment, Darren Nagel. Number 6 for Richard Valentine is Cuba Libra, today ridden by Shane Crimmin. And number 7 is Ocean Ready, trained by locally here by Sarah Murphy and ridden by title chaser as well here, Jack Doyle, owned by Irvin Naylor, and 8 and 9 are scratches here today.
So Willie, again, this is pretty similar to the last race in that these horses haven't won over hurdles yet. Of course, these are a little bit older, they're not restricted to 3-year-olds. Would we expect much of the same here this time, Willie?
Kevin, a few of these horses have had runs under their belt. I'm familiar with a couple of them. I would think I kind of fancied, this horse here, number 3. I rode him in a start at Fair Hill there at the end of the spring. He looks fit and ready to go today. That was his first start when I rode him, and he just needed that experience coming off the flat. He's a nice horse, and I think he'll go pretty close here today. Good little race. Another horse that I'm pretty familiar with was Cuba Libra, the Richard Valentine horse. Ran in the number of 3-year-old races last year without breaking his maiden, but again, that experience could stand him here today. Now he should be going pretty close, but they all look very well here in the paddock, and look like they're ready to go here pretty soon.
Yeah, again, a lovely field, young horses to move forward in. We find horses that start here in the fall, they can go on and progress through the fall and be nice horses for next spring. But anyway, we're going to leave you looking forward to the second race of the afternoon. You can hear the horn going off beside me. The second race, sponsored very kindly by Round Top Mountain, that's Irv Naylor. And we're looking forward to seeing this second race, and we'll be back to you right after.